What's up, cousins? It's DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. I need you guys to come in, join the discussion, become a subscriber if you are not already, and make sure your notification bells are on so that you don't miss a thing. Welcome back, cousins. And if you are new here, welcome to the family. Period. I love having y'all over here. We are talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha and Kelly. It looks like the truce is off. Y'all know there was a temporary truce, and I called it. I told y'all on my review from Sunday night's episode, I said Shamea should have known that what was going on between Kelly and Porsha was temporary. She was on the phone with her mama crying her eyes out. Why is she forgiving her and not forgiving me? And a lot of people were upset by that. There were a lot of people saying, how dare Porsha? Y'all can't see what Porsha's doing. She is purposely trying to interfere in Kelly and Shamea's relationship. Shamea's known Porsha for many years, over 3 decades. I would think she would know by now that that was just all BS. Not to mention the fact, if she ran them tapes back, she would have seen that it was little bit Kelly who apologized to Porsha, and Porsha who said, I accept, I accept, and I don't want to fight with you either. Okay, so she didn't even apologize, but it was Kelly who was yucking it up to Porsha the entire episode after that, when they were in the store and Porsha was buying the kilts. Oh my God, can we get whatever we want? Is there a, do we have a price point? Are we allowed to just buy anything? And then when they were at dinner, Kelly sitting beside Porsha and asking if Porsha could be her sugar mama, essentially. She said, do you and Sway have any room for a third? I'd love to be it. Okay, because she wanted to get taken care of. I told y'all that. But y'all, listen, last night, Phaedra poked a little fun at Kelly. Phaedra's Kelly's attorney, by the way. Kelly's still calling her attorney. But her attorney, Phaedra, poked a little fun at the scene where Kelly said her man paid $70,000 for her mouth. And Phaedra was looking at Kelly like, girl, who raised you? A wolf? Okay. If you need money, and you do, why didn't you ask that man to give you the $69,972 so that you could, take care of yourself, get yourself a home, make sure your kids are fed? Why wouldn't you do that? Well, Kelly was totally cool with Phaedra making the joke, but she had a problem with what Porsha had to say, because Porsha joined in on the joke. Okay. Not only did Porsha join in on the joke, but she thought she was so damn funny that she reposted it to her page. Check this out, y'all. So here's the repost that Porsha made, and you can see at the very top, Porsha has 2 molars, 2 teeth that is underneath her name, and it says 1 tooth plus 1 tooth equals $0. Okay. Phaedra Park said the math ain't mathin', and Porsha Williams said teach the hobbits. So yeah, like I said, Kelly was okay with what Phaedra had to say, because Phaedra said the math ain't mathin', but she had a problem with Porsha Williams. Kelly went on to say this. She said, baby, hey, buckaroo, not everyone wants the Mr. Ed special. And then she put up a molar of her own with, I think that's a monkey emoji. Is she calling her a monkey? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it goes on to say, my smile is just how my man likes it, small and bright. Of course, the sponsored queen managed to make my attorney's post about herself. Meanwhile, her body, house, teeth, car, all sponsored by any African with a pulse. And then she came back just in case Porsha didn't know who she was. She said, XOXO, XOXO, the hobbit you hate. Now, a lot of y'all were saying that Kelly is in some sort of dental ad for whoever did her teeth, that she's in a dental ad and she got that for free. So that would mean that her smile is sponsored, correct? But not in this post. She's saying that Porsha's the sponsored one. Porsha's the sponsored one, and completely ignoring that if she's going with this whole her man bought her teeth narrative, that would make her sponsored coochie too. That's what is like, it's lost on Kelly, and it's lost on a lot of the people who are Kelly fans. I don't know. Y'all talk to me. Am I doing too much here in thinking this? I don't know, because this is where it's coming. This is what it sounds like to me. But that's not all. Let me tell y'all the latest with what's going on with Miss Kelly. So y'all, Kelly Farrell's ex-husband, Mark, or her name is Kelly Potter now. She changed her last name back to her maiden name. But her ex-husband, Mark Farrell, is back on her head. Okay, y'all see the headline. This is coming by way of the Jasmine brand. But Kelly basically tried to say that the over $200,000, over $200,000 debt also had to do with her husband or her ex-husband. And she was basically saying that that burden was shared. But he came out and said, no, not shared at all. He said he is not named as a defendant in the ARF financial lawsuit, that he has no legal connection to it at all. And this is solely Kelly's debt under Nana Chicken and Waffles LLC. Okay, so he wanted to get it out there. He actually had his representatives write something up for social media to post. Y'all can pause and read it if you need to. Kelly's representatives actually responded to it, saying that the record does not support the claim. But as of right now, Kelly is at risk of having her bank account seized in order to collect on the unpaid six figures. So, girl, when it rains, it pours. This might explain some of the real tension between Kelly and Porsha, because Kelly has no reason to dislike Porsha, and that's on period. She started that mess last year. She has no reason to dislike her, but this explains it. It also explains why she wanted to be so chummy with Porsha when, financial favors started coming her way. Let's listen to a little bit of what happened in that restaurant that was pissing Shamia off when she was noticing how close Kelly was getting to Porsha. Check this out. Come in bringing the energy. They are laughing. And Porsha is still in a generous spirit. She said, get whatever you want on this motherfucking menu, okay? The world is yours up in this spot, okay? So now, if y'all weren't paying attention to the seating arrangement, y'all know Kelly and Shamia typically sit side by side with each other. Have been at all of the get-togethers for the most part, except for this one. This get-together, it is Kelly who is sitting beside Porsha, and Shamia is across the table, sitting in between Pinky and Drew Sidora. Okay? That was the first thing, because I was like, she don't even have her kick under the table, buddy. You need somebody that you can pinch when something might be going left. So they really made Shamia vulnerable, sticking her across from Porsha. One more time, I just want y'all to see how happy Miss Kelly is with the jokes and sitting beside her, okay? There again, being the big motherfucking dog, the queen. Get what you want. And then you hear little Miss Kelly say, bitch, are y'all looking for a new girlfriend? Because I could get used to this, okay? And everybody starts laughing. But Kelly and Porsha really start laughing. I mean, falling all over each other, rubbing each other down, falling over each other. You know what I'm saying? High-fiving and clapping. And you see Shamia once again, that bitch is done. Cooked, toast, put her back in the oven. Okay. She is through. But everybody is happy because nobody likes to be in spaces with people that don't get along. So really the entire table is laughing at Porsha, and that bothers her too, because she wants to be that funny. You know what I'm saying? She wants to be able to make a joke that doesn't involve her, humping the table or somebody's leg. All true. All true. Listen, you want to be a part of the good time, and you don't want to have grudges with people when everybody's having fun, because that is the thing that is weighing you down, and everybody sees the weight too. Anyways, y'all, talk to me in the comments. If you are new to my channel, please become a subscriber and make sure that your notification bells are on, because I'd love to have you as a part of my family. Make sure everybody is following me on all platforms at DYANAROZAY. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. And until the next one, bye-bye, guys.